Hello, guys. Welcome back to another Button Mouth podcast. I'm Grayson from Gray-Mitch Productions, and as always, it's Cam from Gray-Mitch Productions. We are here to bring you a different game this week. We're going to be playing Would You Rather. Kind of like Would You Press the Button, but a little different. How so, Cam? Explain.
It's a lot more straightforward. You are given two scenarios.
Two options.
And you decide which one you prefer. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
A lot more straightforward than will you press the button.
Yes.
It's this or that.
Because you could do with this, or you could do with that. Or you could do with this, or you could do with that. But you could do with this, and then you could do with that. But if you do with this, then this is where it's at. Do, da, dippity. Ow! Okay.
Anyways.
Go ahead. Would you rather?
So, assuming that you get eaten in either scenario.
Okay. Like what, cannibalistic eaten, or?
No. Would you rather have your house burnt down by a fire-breathing dragon?
What have we done?
Or have your house blown down by the big bad wolf?
I'll just huff and I'll buff and I'll blow your house right down.
Assuming you get eaten either way. And say bye-bye to your house as well.
I see. Honestly, I'd have to say I'd take the dragon. I'd rather have the dragon.
As would I.
Because, if you get your house gets blown down by the big bad wolf, then how structurally sound was your house to begin with? I mean, if a big bad wolf can just come and blow my freaking house away, not really put together well. Sorry to say.
And to add insult to injury, you get mauled and eaten.
You can get mauled and
by
eaten.
said wolf.
Yeah. So not only did he prove to you that your freaking house is a piece of shit because it's not built together properly, but he eats you and saves your bones as a midnight snack.
Use it to pick his teeth.
Yeah. As for the dragon, though, you best believe that I'd much rather get freaking torched by a dragon, because that's just such a cooler way to have your house get destroyed. I mean, if you have to choose between the two, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Also, if you die in the fire, you don't got to worry about the getting eaten part.
Exactly. The big bad wolf, you get eaten alive.
That's a given.
That's a given. But with the fire, you most likely will die in the blaze, way before the dragon can swoop in and take the remains for himself. So yeah, I think...
Would you like to hear the results?
Yes.
It is a 50-50 split.
It's a 50-50 split. That is so interesting. Why?
Oh, well, if you look, it's actually very narrowly in our favor.
That is so interesting.
Yes.
Wow. Tell us what you think. Would you rather have your house blown down by the big brown wolf, or would you rather have it get absolutely just torched by a dragon? I mean, if we got any Game of Thrones fans, I think I already know what the answer is. But let us know what you think in the comments. We'd love to find out.
Next scenario.
So, would you rather die a hero or
you live long enough to see yourself become the villain?
Dark Knight quote right there. I'll die a hero.
I think I'd rather die a hero. I mean, it's that idea is pretty cemented from what you said a couple weeks ago about the AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That, yeah, back then you were definitely willing to die the hero.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Me personally, I'd much rather die the hero. Because nobody wants to become the villain. It seems kind of a shitty way to go out. It's kind of almost live long enough to see yourself become the villain. It's almost like Joker.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Get what you fucking deserve!
Not the Joker that we all...
Another way to word that little quote right there is you're gonna die eventually, so it's either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself die a villain.
Right. Because you did nothing about taking care of the villainy, right? So you're kind of one of them. Yeah, I agree. Well, we chose Die a Hero, and 67% are on our side. The other 33% would rather live long enough to see themselves become the villain.
They just love life that much. Life is just so worth living that they're willing to see themselves become assholes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think I would go that route.
Neither would I.
All right. Next, would you rather?
So if you were stranded on a deserted island, would you rather try to escape by building a boat or stay there and wish you get found?
Read that to me again. Would you rather what?
If you are stranded
Yeah.
on a deserted island,
Okay.
would you rather try to escape by building a boat or stay there and wish you get found?
I think I understand what the person was trying to say, but that is very, very weirdly worded.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay. So if you, let's just take a step back and analyze what we have. So if you choose the boat, right? You build the boat. You get all the stuff from the deserted island. It's kind of like a Stranded Deep. If any of you viewers have played Stranded Deep, if you didn't, it's a Pacific Island survival video game where there's sharks and octopi and all that stuff. It's a pretty cool game. Just check it out. Yeah, if you build a boat and you did all that and you're trying to escape, the thing about that is that it says that you can build a boat and escape, but really you build a boat and try to escape, because it's not guaranteed that you're going to find another boat in the middle of the Pacific going around. It's very rare. It's actually very uncommon.
Also, you have to keep in mind, you have to try to build a boat that's strong enough to get you out of the
the Pacific Rim there.
There are things you can't fight. Acts of God. You see a hurricane coming, you have to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You gotta beat
Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire, because the Ring of Fire is deep. But that's a location type thing. It depends, because you could be at Midway, and I don't think Midway is in. Now I could be wrong, viewers, but Midway I don't think is in the Ring of Fire. I think that's more of like Japan and the Philippines, and they're all in the Ring of Fire. It's a little farther north. But then the other is the Wait to be Found. Now there's pluses to both. If you wait to be found, you might get so accustomed to surviving on your own if you know how to survive, and you're smart with the resources that you have. You might get so good at survival that you might not need to leave. You might be able to get all the stuff that you need on the island that you're living on, depending on the size of the island. If it's a dinky ass island, then maybe not. But if it's a big island, which Pacific has a lot of pretty decently sized islands, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to survive. Yeah, I don't know. That's a toss-up.
It is.
That definitely is a toss-up because there's pros and cons. I much rather I personally like action. I like the action. I don't like to wait around for things. So I think I personally would try and build a boat and try to escape. That could lead to my demise, but I think it's much more effective than staying in one spot and have the possibility of never being found. You know?
Yeah.
At least that way there you can attempt to be found. However, you leave the resources behind, I think. So that's also the shitty part of it.
That's a very tough one.
Yeah. What do you think? What would you do?
Don't know, because really, it's all up to chance.
It really is all chance.
For either side.
Yeah. This isn't really a straightforward would you rather. This is kind of goes back to our, from a couple weeks ago, our cancer and AIDS question. Yeah, this is peculiar. This is an interesting question. I like I said, I like to try and get things done. I like to like to try and get out there. You know what I mean? So I'd much rather make the boat and try and save myself than sit around, because I don't think sitting around will help. Because like we were talking about earlier, it's very rare that you find boats just tootling along the Pacific, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Unless they're like trading boats, or they're potential U.S. Navy or something like that. But again, that's rare. You wouldn't find. I don't think you'd find that deep out there. Nobody knows where you are, so sitting there isn't going to help matters.
I think I would. Well, again, you're taking a chance with either one.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna risk taking a boat out to sea.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
71% agree with us.
71%. Are you one of the 71%? Write down in the comments. Tell us what you think. Would you have built the boat and got yourself to try and get yourself to safety, or would you just stay there on the island? I don't think no answer is wrong, but it depends on what your viewpoints are. Tell us what your viewpoints are in the comments below. I would be very interesting to see.
That's what I.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I think I'll do one more, and then you do one more, and I think we'll call it for this podcast.
Sure.
So, would you rather be mortal, or would you rather be mortal on an immortal planet, or would you rather be immortal on a mortal planet?
So, either you're the only one who dies,
Around everyone else.
everyone else lives,
Yeah.
or you're the only one who lives,
And then everyone else
around
dies.
you dies.
Now that's a really that's a really shitty thing. I think I already know what my answer is. It's a really shitty thing that if you're on a on a planet where everyone around you is dying and you're the immortal one. That's kind of like some movies that I've seen, from Hollywood and all that stuff. That they show that the person's family and friends and everyone, they die. So like you're the only one left behind, and that's just like, to me as an individual, it's so much grief that a person has to take on. So I don't think I would pick that one. I think I'd pick the other one. I honestly think I'd pick the one where the person
You're
who
the
dies.
only one who dies.
I'm the only one that dies. Because the thing about that is, once I die, everyone grieves, but people eventually will get over my death. And
also,
and try and move on.
you're the only one who dies, and everyone there being an immortal species.
Remember me forever.
And they'll have the comfort knowing that they'll only have to deal with your death.
Yeah.
Once they get over that, they're fine.
Right. The thing about that is, if you live on an immortal planet, I just thought about this. How will they know how to deal with death?
They'll learn it from yours.
I suppose so. I suppose. Yeah, no. These past couple ones have not been easy.
No. I'm also going to go with that one.
I think so,
I will
too.
be the only mortal on an immortal planet.
I think so, too. Because the other way around, if you're immortal on a mortal planet, all your friends, all your family, everyone you know will die. What?
We are among 28% of people who would be
Really?
mortal on an immortal planet.
We are 28%?
Yes.
And what? 72%?
72% would be immortal on a mortal planet.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Tell us what you think in the comments. Are you a part of the 72%? Would you rather be immortal on a mortal planet? There's no judgment, obviously, but like, if you agree, all your friends and family will die. That's kind of sad.
That's rough.
That's really rough. I'd much rather be the one to die, and then everyone can eventually get over it and move on. You know, and always remember me. You know what I mean?
And everyone's there to comfort each other.
Yeah.
Everyone's there to grieve
Together.
his death or my death
Yeah.
or
But-
your death.
Yeah. Absolutely. But tell us what you think, and give us your opinions, because I would love to be swayed. I can be swayed. So.
Well, this will be the last one. Funnily enough, this is more like a will you press the button kind of question.
Really?
Yes. So would you rather be able to fly but have no family or lasting relationships, or not?
Wait, what?
I'll repeat that again.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to fly but have no family or lasting relationships, or not?
I think somebody. They have the wrong website.
I think so.
They have the wrong.
So if this were a will you press the button question, I guess the way it would be worded is press the button and you are able to fly,
Right.
but you have no family and cannot maintain a relationship.
Right.
So will you press that button?
I think the choice is clear. You press the button.
Yeah, we can fly.
We can fly. I mean,
Come
that's
on.
pretty dope.
Are you serious? That's not even a question.
Is that even a question? I don't even think that's a question.
No, that's
I don't
ridiculous.
need relationships.
Oh, 24% of people agree with us. What is wrong with people?
Wow, that's so weird.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wow. You guys are weird. Unbelievable. You can believe these guys? Wow.
Family, relationships.
Yeah, who needs that?
Clearly, you've never flown before.
Clearly, you've never flown. In fact, you can see Cam fly in one of our Gray-Mitch production skits called
I Can Fly.
I Can Fly. He can fly. He wrote it, he directed it, and it came out really good. It came out a few weeks ago. Actually, it came out by this point. It came out a month ago.
Yeah.
So go and check it out. If you might like it. It
Who
kind of
knows? Maybe it'll change your mind. So,
with that, we're going to wrap up.
indeed. That was, will you press the button? Would you
What-
rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Well, would you rather press the button?
Would you rather press the button?
Honestly, that last one was would you rather press the button?
It was.
And I think we pressed the button. We pressed the button.
We didn't actually press the button, just so you know.
No, we didn't. No, we want relationships. I like people.
I also like people.
All right. Goodbye. We'll see you this upcoming sketch on this coming Friday, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Until next time.
Peace out, buddy.